Hey guys, Stacy Jenkins here again with Jenkins Forever Farm. I told you guys that we would read a book with the piggies, so that's what we're going to do today. We're going to read Peppa in Space, but first I wanted to tell you guys a couple of jokes. So the first joke is a knock-knock joke, and it is for our buddy Gus over at Canda Farm Sanctuary because his name is Gus. So, knock knock. Gus, that's what you're supposed to be doing. My next joke is about space. What do planets like to read? Comic books. Pretty good jokes, huh? Okay, so today we're going to read Peppa in Space. Peppa Pig is a show from the UK, so the books are all adapted, and this one's adapted by Reiki Chan. And unfortunately, the pig started to chew on it a little bit before I got started, so a few of the pages are a little messed up. It is a sunny day. Peppa is playing with her bouncy ball outside. George and his friend, Edmund Elephant, are playing with their space toys. They are pretending that they are on the moon. Mommy and Daddy Pig have an idea. There's a show at the museum about the moon and space. They all go to see it. But Peppa is nervous. She doesn't want to go to the moon. Will we really have to go to the moon? Peppa asks. No, Peppa, Daddy Pig says. We're not going to the moon. We're going to the museum. Miss Rabbit gives Mummy Pig 5 tickets. Enjoy your trip to the moon, Miss Rabbit says. Peppa is confused. She thought they were only going to the museum, not the moon. Then Mr. Rabbit leads Peppa and her family into a rocket ship. Peppa thinks it looks real. Mr. Rabbit even puts on a helmet like a real astronaut. But Mr. Rabbit reminds her that it's only pretend. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off! On the first stop of the tour, Mr. Rabbit explains that there are 8 planets that go around the sun. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Peppa and everyone she knows lives on Earth. Some planets are made of rock, some planets are made of ice, and some planets are made of gas. The next stop on the tour is a big room with a moon. If this was the real moon, you could jump over my head, Mr. Rabbit says. Gravity is what keeps us on the ground, explains Mr. Rabbit. It is weaker on the moon, so you can jump higher. Peppa is impressed. Mr. Rabbit straps everyone into anti-gravity rubber bands. Then they bounce high into the air as if they are on the moon. It is a lot of fun. Say moon cheese, Miss Rabbit says as she snaps a photo. Moon cheese, everyone cheers. The tour is over, but Peppa still has many questions. Are there trees on the moon? She asks. No, Mr. Rabbit answers. Are there any cars on the moon? Peppa asks. No, Mr. Rabbit answers. Are there any moon shops? Peppa asks. No, Mr. Rabbit answers. That would be silly. Peppa, her family, and Edmund enter the museum shop. Welcome to the moon shop, says Miss Rabbit. The moon shop sells many things. Daddy Pig buys a piece of moon cheese. The moon is very tasty, he says. But the moon is not really made of cheese. It is made of rock. Miss Rabbit holds out a photo. Here is a photo of piggies on the moon with an elephant, she says. Everyone giggles. They like the picture. Peppa, George, Edmund, Mommy Pig, and Daddy Pig have all had a fun day at the museum and in space. The end. Thank you guys for joining us. We'll have another e-learning video coming up tomorrow.